What's up, guys? Man on the Moon here with another video. And today I'm going to be continuing my team build series for my defense teams, and I am going to be doing my Rick team. Now, I would say this is probably the weakest of all three of my main defenses. It's just, I mean, you can see it right here. It's very, very, very basic. Which is unfortunate. I just don't have anybody top tier to put in this team left. I mean, Noor's close to top tier, and I'd say Peacekeeper is still almost top tier. I mean, they're both still A tier, but I wouldn't call them S tier anymore. Vance, honestly, he's just going to stay in there because, that Outlast and the revives and, even still, he's still viable. And Andre, just, double payback. It's a pain. So, it's just a matter of using what you got, right? Rick himself as a leader is pretty good. That crit hit resistance is just nasty. But as usual, I'm going to just show you the mods, show you the weapons, and I mean the theory behind it is just to keep Peacekeeper alive with Vance and Noor long enough for, Peacekeeper to be Peacekeeper. That's really the only hope I have of winning with this team, is just that PK goes nuts. But before we get into the mods and the weapons, I would like to remind you guys to like and subscribe for more content. My channel's been growing a lot lately. I'm over 1,200 subs now. I never thought I'd even get past 1,000. And it's just all because of you guys. So I want to thank you guys for that. And, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, think about it, because I do got regular content. Okay, so as far as the mods go, with Rick, I went fairly simple. Just very stat heavy. Defense set, HP mod, defense mod. Defense versus tough, mainly just because, trade advantage plus the fact that Raven exists. If you can make Raven take 2 hits to kill him instead of just 1, that's nice, I suppose. Taunt resist, just because taunt's everywhere. Yes, I know it's a gold one, but it's 61%. It's good enough. And then a nice fat AP drain mod. On defense, I'd say AP drain isn't as good, or on attack, I mean. I'd say AP drain isn't as good as it is on defense, because it seems like attack team rushes are quite a bit better than defense team rushes in this era, as to where defense teams have really good signature moves, and a lot of times their rushes are just kind of meh. So for a defense team, though, having AP drain, I really do like it. Okay, with Vance, it's kind of a weird one. It looks really ugly. HP set, I got that gold reflect mod down there, which it's only 31%, but let's be real, he's gonna take enough damage where that 31% is probably gonna get a kill. Got a Paragon defense versus strong on there. Got the HP mod. Impair resist, just because, Outlast. I want him gaining that. I want him getting his rush when he dies. And crosshair resist, just, it makes sense. It really does. I would say back in the day when Lydia was everywhere, it was more relevant, but Raven is still heavily used, and Deputy Carl has crosshair, so because of those two, it does still it's relevant. If you were going to go for something else, I would say go for Confuse Resist, because of just Traitor still being used massively, but I went crosshair personally. Alright, so for Noor, I went really stat heavy. HP set, HP mod, defense wall, stunned, impair resist, defense versus alert, and then I got that Paragon defense mod, which yeah, it's defense set, but like as far as Paragon stat mods go, I honestly don't care what set they are. I would prefer them to be on the proper set, sure, but 27% is more than enough to like offset the fact that I'm losing set bonus there. Um, like, I'm actually going to check what the set bonus would give me. So it's at 16.1 right now. It goes up to 18, so you get 1.8%. But like, that's a 27% mod. I would be gaining, like, I think I have like a 20% defense mod sitting somewhere, so I'm essentially gaining 5 extra percent. So like with those, I really don't care. I just want as much stats as possible, right? Now, for Andre, again, with this team, I just went very, very stat heavy. Like I said, it's the weakest out of all my defense teams. And the way I countered that, honestly, was just to throw more stats on it. If I've learned anything from Scopely, the best way to improve a team is to just, buff the stats. So, again, double stats, HP set, HP mod, defense mod, another AP drain mod, defense versus fast. I would say, to try and counter Sophia, but he doesn't survive Sophia's anyway, so like it's kind of meh, whatever. And then I put a really good 73% burn resist on him, just to be cheesy, because like if you've got a full burn bleed team, Andre could still potentially just win it for me. So that I did that. And then for Peacekeeper, again, stat heavy, defense set, Paragon HP mod, defense mod, graze, confuse resist, and defense versus fast. I'm halfway tempted to swap the confuse resist on PK with the burn resist on Andre. I'm kind of thinking about it, like, even as I say this. I don't know. Especially because this confuse resist isn't really all that good. I'd need to do a full mod swap. But he's had these mods for ages. He is annoying, I will say that. Like, his defense isn't so high that you don't do very much damage. My PK is built to where, like, you could very well just do enough damage with a basic attack that his bite is going to proc. But then he's got, like, 150k HP, so, like, you're not going to do so much damage that you one-shot him with that basic. Like, you're just not going to do 150k that off a basic. So I like how he's built. I have been thinking about redoing his weapon lately, but we'll get to that when we get to his weapon. Now, as far as off-duty Rick, just base weapon, it's good enough. Elusive Impair isn't bad. I would say Focus Stun is definitely better, but I'm not going to, waste the time getting Focus Stun. I'm just not. Elusive Impair is good enough. And then the improved attack damage reduc. I use the regular attack damage reduc on a couple of characters, and it seems to work fairly well. So I like the improved version. And then just, stat heavy. Like, it's got to be with this team. 45% HP, 40% defense. And just hope they survive, Vance, same thing, base weapon. Unfortunately, I did get skunked on that last upgrade, but it took me so long to get that critical damage reduction. And, I just wasn't I'm not resetting for that 2%. That being said, that defensive reviving in the third slot is really good. Like, I've seen people swap his weapon out or craft off it, and I'm just like, what are you doing? It's just so good, at least in my opinion. Now, with Noor, again, I got skunked on that last upgrade. I really wanted to just get this weapon in rotation. I didn't. I mean, it's improved abs slow for alert. You know what I mean? I just wanted to get that in my team's hands. Um, Again, reduced damage, crit damage by 50%, and the fact that there's the ab slow on it, like, it's just so good. 40% defense, 48% HP. It really does tank out Noor quite well. You look at those stats there in the team, 135k HP, 45, almost 45k defense. I would like to get the defense up a little bit more, but again, I need to do a complete mod wipe and start over. So once I do that, maybe I'll be able to get that up to like 55 or 60k if I'm lucky. But for the moment, this is what I got. Now, on Andre, this is just, I built this, right? Garrett's assault rifle, it started with 30% defense and then whatever in the second slot, and I can't remember what it started with. Like, I can't even, let me see. Oh, right, I can't see what it started with. That's what it starts its 4-star with. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is what it started as. 30% defense, 20% HP, the bonus stuff, 30, yeah. I just upgraded it, essentially. I made it a better version of itself. What would I have done? It was like, I would have swapped the 30% HP, done the better version of the defense bonus. Yeah, and then just added a bunch of HP and then added the critical damage hit reduction. I think everybody should have at least one of these for each trait, because you can build this weapon for every single trait. And I do think it's a good weapon to have, especially for characters like Skeleton Steve or Razzo or Marcus are the ones that come to mind, where they have like built-in their window list built in with their passives. These weapons are really good for them. Obviously, this does make my Andre a window, but I don't really care. I mean, honestly, if you're focusing Andre like at the beginning of the fight, I'm happy enough with that. If you're actively focusing him because he's a window, cool. That means you're just giving everybody else time to do what they want. And finally, Peacekeeper. Base weapon, daze when being attacked, 30% chance to daze the enemy for their next turn. Not great, but like, it is good enough. I'm not gonna worry about trying to craft that off. Upgraded tough health, real good. Especially in in this team where it's got 3 tough characters. That's just really good. I am thinking about swapping the stats. I will admit that. I think my Peacekeeper would actually be better if he had 45% defense and 30% HP. I'm low on polishing kits, though. Like, I think I've only got like 3 of them, and I've only got like 5 or 6 blowtorches. So, it's a hard one, right? Because like, PK's been out for so long that, like, do I really want to reset him and start working on a character's weapon that's that old? Especially when I've gotten unlucky on weapons where it was just stat upgrades and it took me a month and a half just to get 3 perfect stat upgrades. So, I don't really want to, but at the same time, Peacekeeper is still Peacekeeper. He is still one of the most annoying defense characters in the game. So if I can make him even more annoying, that's kind of a win. I haven't decided yet. I have a lot of weapons I need working on at the moment, so I just don't know what I'm going to do. But let me know what you did with your Peacekeeper's weapon. Did you boost the HP or did you boost the defense? I'm assuming most people just left the 3rd and 4th slots as is. Let me know what you did with the stats, though. All right, guys. Well, that was my team build series, episode 8. Man, I'm really pumping these things out. It's my second war defense. I know it's just, like I said from the beginning, it's very basic. It's probably the weakest out of all of them. And the way I counter that is just with lots and lots of stats, you know? That and like the damage reductions on the weapons. I hope this helped. I hope it gave you some ideas. And as usual, remember, it is a game, so try and have fun. This is going to be your friendly neighborhood man on the moon, signing off. Later, guys.